All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Hey, everybody, how y'all doing today? Hey, sis, good seeing you here, Tracy. Always good to see anybody coming in on my live. Sister feel like she old and things. Can you hear me and see me pretty good? Everything's good on my end. Can you hear me? Okay, well, I am going to get started in just a minute. Want to make sure everybody can hear me first before I get started. Today's going to be an interesting day. I hope this phone don't start acting up. Now that's the truth. I really do. I hope this phone don't start acting up as soon as I get on the live. Everybody want to get on the phone and call me. Nobody calls me all day. Nobody has nothing to say to me. And then all of a sudden, when I get on this live, everybody want to give me a call. And I have not figured out. Maybe I can just mute my phone. Hello, chaotic creation. She got her name up here today, baby. Awesome, 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 awesome. We're gonna have to pull you in on one of these lives, Tracy. We got to pull you in on one of these lives so we can be together and throwing that thing together. So I just want to go over a few things today. I don't want to be long today because it's just one of them days. It's one of them days. I don't want to be long. It's been a long day. I've been running stuff all over the place and stuff just ain't coming in like it's supposed to come in. And I am supposed to have my supposed to have some things done here. A friend of mine just called, one of my sorors just called X for the link, and she know I get nervous right before everything starts. Why she wait till then? I don't understand. She just called and I was pulling up some stuff. So it's just nice to have somebody on my chat. Thank you for being here. So Tracy is one of my creative sisters. And it's always nice to have somebody on that is in the community that knows what you're going through, know what you're doing, and just the support. It's always good to have support. So I'm gonna try my best to get this girl, try to get my soror a link. The link is actually on. Is the link in do you know, Tracy, if my link is in on my social media pages? Okay. I'm making sure. Oh, Sister Katrina is live too. Awesome, awesome, awesome. These sisters is out here doing the thing. Let me see what I'm going on with me. And I have myself live also. And let me send her the link to the live. Share. Got it. With a text, I guess. And then I'm going to get started because I don't want to be forever on this. And today is going to be a different type of class because we've been doing the regular classes. I want to get into something different. And today is going to be more like things that we're not used to having. I don't want to continue to do the same chip bag, even though I do have a chip bag. I don't want to continue to do the same thing that I've always done. So I just want to do something different. Today, again, I want you to know that we are going to be doing stuff for party favors, always party favor. Everything is party favor centered, but also it's going to be party favors and different ones. So one of the things that I want to do is make sure that I give you a class on how to make your own template. I want to do that. And then I also want to do, okay, I also want to do, what else? I want to show you how to do add that piece. I'll give a piece in the live with a prompt, and that prompt can be used. So let me get this set up real quick, y'all. Okay. And okay, now I'm bringing that down, and just want to see and put in my little welcome to the live. So glad you're here. If I could type, I'd be one awesome sister. I swear I would, but I can't type. But when I was in school, I was taking, I took cosmetology instead of taking a typing class. And cosmetology took up a lot of the time that I had in class. I went to a vocational school. So when I finished my high school, got my diploma, I actually was a hairdresser. So I want to make sure, yes, there you go. Okay. So let's get started. Let us get started. Let me get started. Okay. So just to introduce myself, welcome to Designz. I'm Stephanie, and I'm the owner of Designz. I am a Party Favor Educator, and I'm on a mission to help busy and beginner and seasoned crafters like me, seasoned crafters, create professional quality party favors on a dime, basically, without feeling overwhelmed. We don't want that. I don't want or left behind by fast-paced classes, online classes. Okay, every week I'll be up and teaching some type of class that's centered around party favors. And I will be trying my best to make sure that it is moving slowly enough where anybody can at least get in the chat and say, hey, I missed this or I missed that. And I'm going to try to keep up with this chat because it's hard for me to do both. You know, if I'm on the chat, if I'm looking at the chat, I can't see what I'm doing on the board. Okay. So, again, so this will be friendly, and I will make sure that everybody is confident about what they're doing. I want to make sure that our party favors are stunning. Anything that you may have a question about, I am here to answer. But today is about a barbecue, and then today is not only about that barbecue, but I added a little piece to it, right? So I added the fact that why is my screen is it gone? Oh, I don't remember putting that in. Online present. Let me see. I'm back to me. Okay. So I want to do a custom chip bag, water bottles, and things like that. Okay. But I actually did a template for a pieces that will go with like a what do you call hand sanitizers, because that's something that we need to be careful of right now with the climate that we're in, as far as these things are going around. You know, you want to make sure that you have that. So I have a water bottle design also. I also have a yard sign that I have created, of course. But remember, the thing is, I want to do this barbecue apron. I don't want to get out of my way. But again, like the hand sanitizer that can turn into a bug repellent, right? I got a grill match holder that I want to do if we have enough time. If not, you're going to have to watch me on some more lives. I will just make it like post it 2 hours before I do it. Watch me on a live and bring up my lives and I'm just going to go for it. So basically some of the things that can be done is the grill matching holders, party favor bundles. And my goal again is to teach you how to make these party favors and make sure that you are confident. Here is to help you build your confidence, right? And to market your own products and services and classes and creative business with designs you're going to be proud to share. Okay. So the first thing I do want to get to, I want to actually start with a presentation with the, let's get started with my screen. Let me see if I can do that. Let me see. It's not coming up. I do not have a. All right. Select the tab to share. Let's cancel that. Okay. Share my screen. Okay. For some odd reason. Okay, there we go. Let's go with everything. Okay. And let me know if you can see my screen. Looks like I can see it. Can everybody see my screen? Looks like I have a lot of stuff up there. Let's bring this down. And let's bring down whatever else is in the way. Let me take these that are not going to be used. I'm going to be using some prompts today, and I want to make sure that I don't add stuff that I have no business adding. Okay, so let's go ahead and go with our Canva screen. Let me know if you can see my Canva screen online. Okay, this is an old one. I don't understand why I'm getting the wrong one. Okay, can you see my screen? Can somebody let me know? And let me get back to the chat. All right. Hello, Miss Ma'am. Hello, Gigi. I see that you're coming up. Thanks for coming. And you see Celeste, you're saying that you see my Capri Sun, right? Okay. Awesome. So it can be seen. My screen can be seen. I was not seeing that myself. Okay. Let's go. I'm going to bring it back up. Okay. Awesome. So I want to show you all again how we do things. And again, making sure that it's about ease, making everything of ease, right? So let's get started. Why don't I start here? Why don't I give you post something in the comments and let you see exactly what I did. Okay. So with me, I'm going to go in here and pull up. Okay. Now today, again, now you can see that these prompts are going to have the yellow background on it, and that yellow background to be areas that you can actually fill in yourself. Okay. And this background in this live is going to be about a high school reunion. And of course, I picked my high school, right? And with me having that high school reunion, and again, everything is about the summer things, and that's going to be about the cookouts. So let me see if I can get this, and I'm gonna copy my stuff. Let's see if I can add it to our chat. I don't know how much can go in there. So y'all be, and let me know if you got it. Is everything in there? Everybody getting it? I don't see a response. Okay, you got it, Celeste. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we're going to move from this screen. I don't know how many of these screens you see, but I want to go in and let's talk about what we put into Chat GPT. Okay, now you have the thing, and I'm going to go into my Chat GPT screen so you can see that, because this is how you can actually make sure that you are able to do something quickly. It can be professional and it won't take as much time, right? So let's go into where I put the prompts in. I think it's this one. Okay, so if you look at your paperwork, I mean the prompts that I gave, basically I'm doing these prompts on a I'm doing it in a category system, right? So here at the first prompt, it says create a vivid and detailed airbrush digital illustration of a high school class reunion barbecue, right? Now, that's just telling you exactly the overall what's going on. The school name, if you want to work along with me with ChatGPT, you can go on ahead and copy it and put it down and put your high school name, right? The class I used is the 1970s class of Simeon Vocational High School, right? Now, put in the colors, the school colors, royal blue and gold. You put in your mascot, blue and gold mascot style Wolverine. All right. Now, as I move on, the event is a picnic, the Grill Master competition, because this is what I'm dealing with. And I'm dealing with outdoor stuff and summer stuff. And this is something that we do in the summer. It may not be as much here in Texas if you're in the Texas area or you're in a warm climate. But like where I came from in Chicago, we did most of these things in the summertime. It wasn't as hot as it is here now. Okay, so now I'm always gonna put in what I like. A well-built African American. This is the scene: a well-built African American man in his 60s at a barbecue grill, grilling meat, holding a cut rib on a grill for giving. It's supposed to be giving. I'm sorry, giving a taste to another member. A barbecue grill was made from an old style metal garbage can. You know, I don't know if you all do that in these warm climates, but in Chicago, they're going to take an old style garbage can, they're going to cut into it, and they're going to make a grill out of it. And baby, when I tell you that's some good grilling, it's some good grilling, okay? The grill decorated is basically you can do the colors in there. So I stated that it would be the blue and gold with the logo of the Wolverine with a fierce look. On the rack, 3 trophies winning: Grill Master 2023, Grill Master 2024, and Grill Master 2025, saying that these grill master competitions that come up at these picnics and these barbecues. I'm sorry, y'all. This is my doorbell. Of course, they will wait until I get on the line. Okay, so it states that all the members are active and in their mid 60s, because you know, for some odd reason, if you say in the 60s, what happens is they'll turn around and they have you look like you decrepit and old and just look dead. So I wanted to make sure that I added that, stating that they're a lively bunch, okay? And the airbrush font, Simeon Vocational High School, 1970s class reunion, and then up under there, 1979, because you're talking about several classes is going to be at this reunion, right? And under that, in an elegant script font, the last class of the 70s, because that's what we considered ourselves. We were the last class of the 70s. I graduated in 1979. The background, again, we're adding all of this stuff that's on there. I don't understand how I can get this thing to go down. But anyway, I'm sorry. The background is a picnic area of African American seniors that have graduated, and they're coming. You have to put that in there. Okay, y'all talk to me in the comment section. All right. So as we move on, the background is a picnic area of African American seniors that have graduated from Macomb High School, and they are dressed in royal blue and gold. And then that was the end. Okay, so you have to understand now, we've set the scene, we set the background, we set exactly what was happening, the fact that the colors are coming in, and the fact that it's a barbecue. And I also stated that that gentleman was going to be giving somebody a taste of that food, because everybody that's cooking, 9 times out of 10, they want to know that they on point with their stuff, right? Okay, so we got that there. Now, as you can see, if you're looking at my and see, that's the thing. I am looking at the wrong whatchamacallit. How about that? Let's look at that live. There we go. Now I can see. I'm sorry, y'all. But anyway, are you all looking at a wait a minute, hold on. Yeah, this is it. Are you looking at a blank screen? Let me see. It's saying that I'm on the stage. Can you all see what's going on? Anybody? Celeste, can you let me know whether or not you can see see my screen? Yes. Okay. Because it's on my phone, it's not coming up. But anyway, let's go back. All right. Now, so with that, let's go on ahead and go back to that chat GPT. I pushed everything through. Now, this is what, and I did put the information about the t-shirt. I can give that information, but I put in at the beginning the t-shirt design. I always do that. I don't know why, but I do. And that way it can be on everybody's shirt. And Chat kind of did okay this time with that. All right. Now, so Chat gave me a it's black again. Oh my goodness. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. Let me remove it. Maybe I got it where it's on the all right. Add to stage. And I don't understand what's going on, that it's not. Let me see. Crop down. Da. Okay. Solo layout. Crop layout. Okay, just 1 second, y'all. Let me figure out what's going on. Okay, let me try it again. Present one, right. I'm gonna try it here. It's saying, I'm gonna stop that screen. Try it again. Share my screen. Share the screen. The window. Oh, there we go. I'm sorry, y'all. Got it now. I figured it out. I figured out what happened. All right. And share. Let me know if you can see it now. I'm going to start sharing again. I'm going to bring it to the stage. Now, it's there now? Okay. All right. Now, what about when I go into my chat GPT share? Oh, hold on one second. Are you still seeing it? Do you see the screen? The chat GPT screen is coming up on my phone. I'm not sure if you can see it. Okay, so this is what came up, and you all can use that prompt as you see fit. You can see. I think the way it is, it kind of makes it where you can understand how to throw that the prompt in to get what needs to be gotten. So as I said, this is actually it looks like a high school reunion to me. It looks like a cookout. I want to make sure that it is, right? So I kind of was wondering, could I kind of get it to do something different? So I asked it to put it on transparent background. I wasn't so happy with that. As you can see, it's transparent, but you're missing out the scene that shows that you on a at a cookout, right? Now, this is the thing that I talked about last week. Instead of redoing your stuff over and over again, why not have chat change the size of it? So the only thing you have to do is just put the stuff in on the sides. You just change it up. Now here, on this one, I asked them to do a 24 by 18, which is a yard sign. I could take this graphic just like it is and put it on the yard sign, right? Then I asked it to do what is called a 1 by 1. This is a 4 inch by 4 inch. Now, what happened was here, I didn't like the way it came out, but then again, it's just like when you're dealing with God, you can't jump up and work off of something that you had later because the resolution is down. So after that, I think this is after that one that is when I actually went back to the regular. So you have to go back and you have to hit the one that you did first because the resolution is better. When they change up stuff, it's actually the resolution is going down. Okay. So I went back to that. As you can see, I think they asked me whether or not it was two. They gave me two renditions of what I asked. And here is one. And they asked me which one did I like better. And here's the other. Actually, I like the other better, but when it comes down to putting it on paper and putting it on a background, 9 times out of 10, it doesn't come up as nice. It can be nice, but the fact is the richness and the colors, it depends on what you like. You can use it as you want. But that just to show you exactly what Chat GPT comes up with. Excuse me. All right, so I asked for it to make the graphic design at 4 by 1.5 inch. That is for what you will see. That is for the what do you call it? The hand sanitizer that can be made into a mosquito repellent. How does that happen? And I'll show you as we go further. You will get that information. The 10 by 11. The 10 by 11 is the size that we will make for the t-shirt. Okay. So we got the 10 by 11. And those are the ones that I'm working with right now. But again, instead of taking your graphic that you come up with Chat GPT, why not just go on ahead and do it and let Chat GPT do the changes? And that way you won't have to be moving things along, right? So let's go on ahead and go into Canva. Now, I did a 5 by 7 one. I don't have to readjust. Chat GPT did it for me. I don't have to readjust. I stick the thing on, and it took me maybe about 5 minutes to do this. And I do want to kind of sort of show you how fast it could be. And this is going to be the same thing that we've dealt with already. So let's just say I add another page. Yeah, would that be the right page? I think it's the right page. Okay, so here's the you're going into your uploads just to show you how fast it can be. You go into your uploads, and that is here, right? And the uploads, I don't know why it went down that far. Your uploads is here, right? So I think this one is the 5x7. Let me see. Move. Why you move? Why you move on me? Okay, so I think this is it. And what do you do to make sure? Go in here, you pull this down. Yes, see how it went from 5x7 to 5.1 by 7.1. So sometimes it may be just a touch off, but that's not going to make much of a difference, right? So again, let me make this a little bit smaller so you can see how without it being there, okay? What we're doing is we're going to make sure that it's in the middle. And I'm just showing you, if it takes me about 10 minutes to do this, it should take you a little bit more time, but not much if you're not a crafter already, right? Okay, we're going to go over to our elements, right? Going over to the elements, and we are going to ask for a gold, which is something that I use. You can actually use a leather or whatever you may want, but I do a gold glitter background, right? And make sure you put in background, because otherwise they'll do something different. And this is just for if you want a straight background. Hit it, right? Now, you're going in now and you're looking, you can see, as I was stating before, and we're going to be going over this repetitiously until you can get it and you can go and you won't feel uncomfortable when it's time for you to do one. So you hit your graphics and it's going to give you the graphics, but the graphics are not as good as the photo. So with this design, I want the photo right now. What I want to do is make sure that I get something that's going to actually work with the colors that we have here. Because just because you say gold don't mean that it's going to go with the graphic, right? As far as I can see, this would be the gold that I want, right? And I'm learning, y'all. Let me tell you, I learned that one thing that I need to do while I'm on these lives, because I watch myself after it's said and done, I need to keep my mouth shut. I know my one of my friends used to always say, "Girl, shut your mouth. Your mouth is open." I see it now. Okay, so now we got the gold, right? The gold is there. Again, once you do that, you're going to right click and you're going to hit duplicate. Now you're going to make sure that you get it and you're going to pull it right back down. And it should, if you have a 5x7, it should match without you doing anything. It may be a small alteration, but not necessarily so much. Okay, now we have that, right? Now, showing you how to do this, and this is going to be really kind of quick. You're going to go in and you're going to get a rectangle. You're going into your elements to get that. Change out your what you have there, and you're going to put in rectangle. Put in your rectangle, and why is it acting up? I don't know. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. But anyway, rectangle, enter, right? Now, again, we talked about all of these things that you're going to have you're going to have graphics, you're going to have photos, you're going to have videos, which we don't do, but I'm going to hit that all so you can see, because I stated when it comes down to that rectangle, you want to make sure that you can move it without it, that ratio being the same. And this one has it where you can change your ratio. I hit my rectangle. Evidently, my colors that I used as far as my brand is going to come up. And when I do that, what do? We bring it out. These little boxes. And bring it out. And you can actually put it over the whole thing if you like. It doesn't matter because it's gonna be in conjunction. What do we do to put it in the back, right? You go up to position, you hit the position, you're gonna go, you may have to hit layers if you haven't used it, and you hit where you are and you bring it down past where you need to go. With me putting it here, it's the graphic is still covered, so I have to take it all the way to the back, right? And we still have this little purple. Beautiful as this violet is, it is not working with this design. So we're going to make sure that we change the color. Showing you a different way of doing that instead of coming up with the colors, because we can just find a color here. It's not a problem. But if you want a better match, you can always go to, see now Canva has changed it. You can go to pick a color. You're going to hit that pick a color, and you're going to go into your design and find one of those colors that you like. Now, I'm looking at the arm. You have to be careful when you first start. Trust me, after you do this a few times, you change your mind. And you pick out a piece of that color. And I don't want it to be that light, but I want it to kind of sort of be dark. And you could do it over again if it's not. Ain't no black in there. Okay, let's try it again. Evidently, I hit something I ain't had no business hitting. Let's try in his t-shirt. Okay? And that will match it up perfectly because you took something outside of that in that design to make it. Now, here we go. Let's go. We're going to go in, and this is going to be really, really quick. I'm going to go into, which I have already. I have this, the class reunion nutritional facts. I'm just going to hover over all of it and group it, right? And once I group it, I'm going to copy it because it's on a different piece. And once I copy that, I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it over here. Paste it down, right? It's grouped. So I am going to make it smaller. And you do that by hovering over the edge and making it and bringing it down. Now, once you do that, you're going to find another piece of a rectangle so that you can get it to go behind the class reunion, right? I don't like this color, so I'm going to make this white. It's easier. You can do whatever color makes you happy, but the white is fine. And what you're going to do is move it, okay? Now, you get used to doing these moves. Trust me, you will. Bring it up. Bring it over. I am going to kill these bugs. That's why I ordered this bug stuff. Okay, now, again, this cannot sit on top of that, so we have to do a position. And if you didn't have layers up, you would hit layers, and then you go to what you want, and you take it behind what you have, right? This here with all of these, if you look at this screen, you'll see the little rectangle thing with stuff on the inside. That's telling you that there are several pieces to this graphic, and they're all put together. This is what happens when you actually group them together. So this here shows that it is a group. Okay. Now that we have a group, let me take off the thing to make sure I have it in a good spot. And this is good enough for me. So I'm going to take that where the white is there, and then I'm going to hit my shift key to bring all the other pieces together. And then I'm going to group that together, right? So as soon as I can get it, you'll know that you got everything. When it has group it, okay? That takes care of that, and you know you successfully done it. If ain't that a blip? I didn't do it right. Evidently, it says it's grouped. Well, I'm not going to be able to do it, but let's keep moving, okay? Because that is supposed to be grouped together. I can take this and move it down and make sure that I got everything grouped. All right. And make sure you come off of the graphic after you group it, because if you don't come off of it, you can move it. So here, let's see if it works. Now we see that we have grouped it together because everything is moving together. Okay. Now, what are we doing? We're gonna go in and we're gonna get us a chip bag. I'm gonna go to uploads, and I'm gonna find the chip bag that I usually use because this is what people buy. BG remover. You're taking that background out of there because it had that white on it, right? I'm gonna move, and this is just the way I like to do it. Move it over here, right? That tells whoever picks it up what is there. Okay, that's the reason why I like to do it, because you jump up and you cover these things and you won't know how to go anything. Anybody have anything they want to ask right now? Just let me know. Okay. All right. So now that we've done that, I'm trying to remember exactly what I put in there. Let's get us some balloons, right? And you want to make sure when you put in, you want your balloons, and make sure you hit your elements, because that's where everything is. Your elements is in your graphic. Right here in your elements. You're gonna hit your balloons. If I just hit balloons, you're gonna get about 5,000 colors. So rather than that, my school colors was blue and gold. Little so-and-sos. Rub blue and gold. Ooh, I spelled it right. Balloons, right? Boom. That way you won't have to worry about what you're looking for. You can hit these, which is the graphics, or you can hit the photos. The graphics look good in the balloons for some reason. So let's just work with what we have. I'm going to put these there because it kind of sort of goes what's going on. And I'm going to kind of make it look different. Now, remember, when you do this, make sure you leave a little room on the sides, because that is where you're going to be covering up areas, right? You don't want to have it where you're covering up the things that you need to do, right? So we got some balloons here. And again, I tell you our saying as a class of 79 was always this. Last of the, we want to go in text and hit last of the, put it in title. Last of the 70s. Last of the 70s. And then I'm going to put last of the. We're going to bring that down so I won't be having to deal with that. And I'm going to change this font. We're going to cover over it. And then we're going to go in and hit the font that we have, right? And I picked, and again, it's up to you. I picked Find Day 1. Last of, and guess what I'm going to do? Because we were such the crazy times back in the 70s, y'all. It was crazy. Let me put a different color on here. I went to go and look up in the elements, and I put 70s, right? And here we go. We got the 70s, hit it. And now again, it's red, right? But you can always change that. You look and see if you can change the colors, and you'll know if you can change those colors because it'll be up there. These are here. So what am I going to do? I am going to go and I'm going to do, is that vivid blue? That's good for that. Let's go into this red, because you want to definitely change that red, and I'm going to make it like this. Basically, that is good. And see, that's one of those things that's what we used to do back in the 70s. This type of writing was on a lot of things, right? So here we got the last of the 70s. Let's just go ahead and move this. I'm just going to, just a little bit of adjustment to make it feel better, make me feel better. And maybe I'll take it and boom, do that. Now, again, now that I moved it, let's, And we are going to take the balloon because the strings are there. I'm going to position that and take the layers and put it behind the Doritos so you won't see all of that, right? Now, let's go on. Let's go to the other side. I'm trying to remember what I did. Another set of balloons. You're going to duplicate it. We believe in repurposing, right? So we do the balloons, add them here, turn it. Oops. If you make a mistake, you can always come back, right? And then, what else did I do? This is, what is this? I did a party favor. I don't know where I got this party favor from. Paper. I hope I can find it again, okay? Blue and gold party. Let me see what comes up. Okay, so we have that, but I don't have the exact one because sometimes unless I star it, and that's something that you can do. Like, say I like this balloon, right? I'm not using it, but just say I do like it. You can actually go over here, hover over those 3 dots. It's going to tell you who made that balloon, right? And what you can do is star it. So when you look for a balloon, it'll come up 9 times out of 10. Okay, so I like that color on those. But anyway, what is it called? A confetti? I don't know. Graphics and with there it is right there. Okay, why did I do that? I don't even know why I'm here. Let's cut this, copy this, and bring it over into here. This is where we are now. Paste that, and we're going to bring that over into here. Again, quick, fast. I've done more talking than working here. Done. Now, the last thing that I did, and I'm taking that out of, everybody's getting their 50th anniversary in the 70s. Ours is not coming up until 2029. But here we go with, I'm going to say road to 70s. To your 50s. Okay. So again, we're going to go in and copy this. We are repurposing. We're going to duplicate that. And I'm going to make it a little bit bigger just so it can look better. All right. Boom. And that's it, right? Last of the 70s. And then I'm going to hit, no, this is not where I am. Sorry. Okay. Row 2. We are the last class to 50. Let's put a 50 in there. And then we're going to the here, 50, because we'll be 50 in 2029. I'm just going to put in a gold 50. Because 50, is usually for the anniversaries. So here, let's just put this one there. Who cares? As long as it's something to say. I don't like that one. It doesn't go. It's not the same color. Okay, that's better. Taking it down. And I'm going to put our in there. All right. Now, I could actually add a little bit more to it, but again, we are still learning how to do this. I don't want to do something that we're not ready for. Okay. But again, that was it as far as that is concerned. We have a decent bag, right? Okay. So let's move on. That is a chip bag. Like I said, it couldn't have been 8 minutes to do this because of what we have here as far as your chat GPT and making sure that you tell it to change the size instead of you changing the size and moving everything. Okay. Now let's go with a t-shirt. Now, one of the things that one of you all asked was to how to do a t-shirt. I done found out that I can't do as much as I want to with this platform, because for me to use my second camera, they want me to pay more. I'm gonna have to research that. Trust me, I'm gonna have you something up before the week is out. I am going to be going live maybe 2 more times just to kind of complete this ensemble. But anyway, let's design it. And I have the aprons. Okay. Now, where we at? 1 hour. Okay. Now to go into a t-shirt, I am going to go in and I'm going to add a page, but I'm going to change it to a different size. And I want, remember, I know you saw it, but here, let me explain. You're going to go over to where the arrow is, and it has to be on the last page. You cannot do this from the inside. You go in, you hit your arrow, you hit more. After you hit more, you hit your custom size. 9 times out of 10, we work with what? Inches. Change this to inches. Okay. Now, usually I do my t-shirts to have a size of 11. I like it at 11. I know they say by 10, but it just makes me feel better to have a 10, 11. And I always have it at a 10 by 11. Okay. Now, with what I do with my t-shirts to make sure that I'm able to adjust what's happening, I always start with like at least 3 inches, right? So instead of the width being 10, I'm going to go with 13, and you'll see why in a second. And instead of the height being 11, it'll be 14. Okay, that's 3 inches on either side. And I'm going to explain why. I have a problem with sticking my stuff in a square. I don't like square stuff. So rather than, I always use a bleach. With the bleach, for you to move the stuff that you want to move, you got to have something on either side. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Okay. Now, customarily, we're going to end up adding the color to the back, right? No, you know what? Let's start here because I think it's easier to understand. Let's go into my uploads because that's where I have that. And we're going to bleach backgrounds, bleach. What did I name that? Bleach frames 2. I think that's the name of it. Right? Now, I'm going to go in and see if it'll give me that. It's not. So let's go back into those uploads and let's go into uploads, Designz. No, it's not giving. I don't understand. No, I'm sorry. Projects. That's what it is. Go back. All right. And under mine, this is something that I put in. This is not something that you will find in Canva. Bleach frames 2. Put that in. And if you all want this, send me a text. Send me something to let me know you want it, and I can send you these frames, okay? So bleach frame 2, I have 60 frames in here, right? And that way it won't look like just a square. I hate those square things. So let me see. How does this look? Again, you're looking for stuff to make sure that these perforations that's in there is not going to mess with your graphic, right? So this is what I'm going to pick because I see that it's not too much taken out of it, right? And what happens is with this, you are going to go in and find your graphic, right? So I'm going to go in and I'm going to go to my uploads. This is something that I put in there, right? Now, I think this would be the one that I have because it's covering, right? You want to make sure it covers. Now, once you use these bleach frames, you move it, it's in there, and it takes on that group. Now, this is the thing about the frames. You see that 1979 is missing and the bottom is missing. You want to make sure that you're able to get that stuff in the graphic. Now, so what am I going to do? I am going to pick a color to go behind this, right? So it won't be messed up. Oh, let me show you why you have to do that. Because the way this is right now, I can't do anything. I can move it here, I can move it there, but it's not going to make it. Oh, it did do it. Well, okay. It's not going to make it where I can actually get it where I want. I'm actually pulling stuff out of it and stuff, right? So that's the reason why I actually do the bigger, the latter, the bigger, and I make sure that I have it. Now, to do that, we're going to take this out. And we are going to, no, we don't have to. I don't think we have to do that for you all to understand. We're going to do the background. Add this background, going to the color. You're going to pick a color that is going to work with what you have. I think one of these dark blues are the ones that I use. I had no intentions for that to do that. Delete. Undo it. That is not what happened. Delete. And it's going to act the fool. Okay, here we go. Let's go in and let's change the color. I'm sorry, y'all, that happened. Let's go into our colors. You're going to go in and put your blue in, right? Now, from there, I can go in and I can go into my uploads where I said that I have these bleach frames. Bleach frames. Is that? Move out the way so I can see, doggone it. Bleach frames. And I'm trying to look and see if anybody has anything to ask, but nobody's asking anything. Bleach frames 2. Okay, now I've added that, right? And with me adding that, I'm actually going to add the bleach frame as soon as it comes up. Okay. I am in my uploads. Why is it not coming up? Upload files. Oh, no, that's why. I'm not supposed to be projects. There we go. Now, I picked my bleach frame. You want to make sure that you get it. Let me copy this. Doggone it. Undo it. I forget that this Canva thing does that from sometimes. I'm going to add a page. Take this out, delete it, and then I'm going to add the frame. Why isn't it coming up? There we go. Now, it's a different frame, but it's the same thing, right? Now, this is the thing. You're going to take your frame. You're going to bring in. Now, this is the one that I've done, and I'm almost sure I should be able to do it. Let me do this. You got to make it smaller. Copy it. And you're going to bring it over to this one. Let's see what happens. And there you have it, right? So it's on top. It won't mess up everything. I'm going to make it just a little bit bigger, right? And make sure it's in the middle. Okay, now I'm going to bring my my picture back in. Copy that. Let's go into uploads. Take out the bleach frame 2. And we're going to find the graphic that goes with it. I think it's this one. And we're going to bring it in, right? Now, this is the thing. I don't know why I'm messing up here. I'm not going to use this. I'm sorry. Let's take this out, delete it. Let's just go on ahead and do it the other way. That's not the right size. One more. I promise you all I'm not going to mess up no more. Okay, so now you have it, right? Take it and you bring it down so you'll have some wiggle room. And that way, when it's time to bring it up, you're going to download it as a PNG. Make sure that you don't have all of your pages. Then you're going to end up getting the current page, right? Hit that done. You're going to make sure it's a PNG. And then you download it. Now, what happens is, I don't have to say that I already done it, y'all. Trust me. Okay, now, this is what happens. You go into your frame, and then here is one that I've already done. You take that and you put it in, right? Now, see, the difference is the fact that it's not going to mess up your work, right? To change the size, and let me make this smaller. To change that size, I'm trying to make it smaller. My mother, I cannot believe. Can y'all give me just 2 seconds? This is my mama. I don't know what's going on. My dad had surgery. Hold on 1 second. Yes, Ma. Ma? She may have made a mistake and called me. Okay. All right. So what happened here is that everything is in here, right? I don't like it like that, but with me having this area, I can actually make this where it's not going to take off too much, and it's not going to take out the main thing, right? Now you can see on the corners where the graphic has changed from the blue background to where it's not. And that way, I hope you think that looks better than if you would have had it the other way. Because the other way, you'd be taking out the simeon and you're taking out the bottom. This time, it's like, it kind of filters in. And this is what I use for our t-shirts. And I'm going to be using this for the apron, which we will be doing. Again, I don't know what day the live is. I got to find out. And then I'm going to do a DTF also. So, again, look out for the live. Oh, God. Okay, let me hurry up. My mother is in trouble here. Hold on. So anyway, this is what we can use. We can use this for we can use it for the t-shirt. We can use it for a DTF, which I'm going to show you how to do on the next live. Just kind of look out for the channel. I'll try to get that information. And we will get this on an apron. Man want to always have that apron like they the king and queen of the grill. And we'll do the aprons, and we will also do the t-shirts. Okay. I wanted to show you one more thing that I actually did, and then I'm going to show you the rest on the live, because evidently a bad storm has hit my mother and them again. Here, this is what I have done to have a hand sanitizer. You can always take a bottle of hand sanitizer and make that into what you want it to be. But this is like a packet. And with that packet, you will download it. And again, forgive me, y'all. I got to get off this live. But the packet, you measure it. And I'm going to stop sharing for right now. Okay. Are we back to me? Looks like it's not. I see it's a couple of seconds behind us. I'm trying to see. Okay, so this should be, I don't know what's going on that I'm not seeing. Can I enlarge the bleach frame, Celeste? Yes, we can. We can enlarge that. That way you can, but it's the way that you open it. Okay, the way you open it is that you're going to hit the frame instead of hit double clicking on the frame. If you double click on the frame, you actually um, if you double click on the frame, you actually move the graphic that's in the frame. That's what we did when I actually matched it up. Okay. Um, and when you try not to do that, you can actually just move in the frame will have the graphic in there, and you're just actually making it larger. You can make it smaller. You can do whatever you want to do with it. Okay. And again, like I said, and I got you, Celeste. You want the bleach backgrounds. I got you on that. Let me see. All right. And so I want with I showed you and again, y'all forgive me, but I'm gonna have to call and check on my mom. She's not in dire need right now, but I want to make sure that I show you this. Okay, so this is a packet that I have placed a cover on. We just use the sticker paper, right? Guess what it is? Sorry. I think this is the right direction. So what it is it is a what they call hand sanitizer. We used to call them towelettes back in the day. And this you can use, it's a hand sanitizer, gets rid of 98% of the germs, just like the rest of them. Is it 98? 99.9%. So this is a really good one. It's small, but it's something that you can give away at anything that you want. If you're having some type of party, some type of get together, you can give stuff like this away as a party favor. And if you're outside, the reason why I picked this is you could take a couple of drops of essential oil. I wouldn't do it because I would let the owner or whoever has this, and I would probably have the essential oils there that they can use it themselves. Because if you're up under a lot of sun, essential oils can actually burn your skin, depending on type of skin you have. But if you add a couple of drops of peppermint, or you add a couple of drops of lavender, bugs can't take that. And you put a couple of drops in there and then you rub it, and I'll show that a little bit better on my next live. Like I said, I'll just announce it maybe a day before. I'll probably try to do one day after tomorrow. And just roll it and get it to go through there, and then take it and rub down your skin. Like I said, the mosquitoes can't deal with it. The bugs don't really like the way it smells. And you got an insect repellent also. One of the things that I wrote on here, I don't know if you can see that at the bottom. Okay, I can see it a little bit. Can you all see that? So it says add a few drops of peppermint or lavender. Let me see. I'm going the wrong way. Okay. A lavender, essential oils to for repellent. And there you have another party favor. Another thing that I wanted to do here, and I don't have time because again I got to call and check on my mama, but if she's at home by herself, my dad's in the hospital. But anyway, these are those big long matches. I've done a template for that also, to make the box, put the matches back in it. We'll do that on the next live, and I'll promise I'll try. Today is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Friday is not a good day. I may try tomorrow, If not tomorrow, Saturday morning. Okay. So just be looking out on the whatchamacallit. But that's one of the things again. Do a sublimation apron for everybody that think that they the bomb on the grill. So we'll have that done. And this is one of the things we use for the grunge, the bleach background for. You can stick it right here in the middle and it'll decorate. And then we can always do something at the bottom, a saying or whatever. So that's that. And then I must have left the other one in the which I have a blue and I have a gold apron to show with the DTF what we can do with that DTF. Okay. Again, y'all, I am so sorry. I'm gonna have to cut this live. Evidently, I hope they ain't had no tornado out there in Chicago, but my mom said that it was a bad storm and it hit them and she was without lights. But this time, finally, because my dad won't do stuff to help himself, I am definitely I bought them something to make sure that they didn't have no electricity. At least she can get on the phone and make a phone call because they old. Heck, I'm 65 years old, and my mom and daddy old. So I wanted to make sure that they had something. I sent it to them, and I do feel a little bit better, but I just want to check on her and make sure she's okay. So if you all will excuse me today, I promise I'll do better tomorrow, or it'll probably be Saturday morning. So I'm gonna leave this live, y'all, and I will get back with you all and let you know when we're gonna do the other one, do the next one, so that I can finish. Never would have finished all of this anyway in that time because I have a chip bag and I have some other things, but never would I been able to finish it in that time. So again, forgive me, you all. I'm gonna get off and I'm gonna end this live, and I will get back with you all and let you know exactly what day. It'll probably be Saturday morning, okay? Maybe not. I got chapter meeting Saturday morning, I think. I'm not sure. I ain't worried about it. I might have to just skip chapter meeting just to get it done. But anyway, you all, thank you for being on this live. Please forgive me. And again, thanks for understanding that I have to get off. And I will get back with you all and we will complete this before next week. You all have a great evening. And again, thank you for showing up. I will see you all soon.